Hello my dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I will be teaching you Environmental Studies Part 1. So today we are going to start our chapter number 1, our Earth and our Solar System. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side to get my recent videos of next chapters also. So let's start chapter number 1, our Earth and our solar system. Children, you all know what is Earth. Earth is the planet which we all live on, and the solar system consists of Earth, Sun, the Moon and various different planets, stars, asteroids. Many heavenly bodies are present in our solar system. So let us study about our Earth and our solar system in this chapter. See children, when we look up from an open ground, we see the sky. In a clear night sky, we can see many stars. They are very far away from the Earth. In the picture alongside, we can see that children from the school are observing the sky, clear night sky, and they are observing through binocular. Their teacher is also present there with them, and she is guiding them how to observe the sky. Okay, so we can see many stars, and they are very far away from the Earth. Some stars are prominent while some are tiny and faint. What do you mean by prominent? Prominent means the stars which can be seen easily, which can be seen clearly, and that's why they are known as prominent stars. But some stars are very tiny and faint. Tiny means very small and faint means light. So some are prominent and some stars are tiny and faint. If we look at them carefully, we find that many of them twinkle but some do not. Now when we look at them in the sky, some stars twinkle but some stars do not twinkle. Now you all know that rhyme which you all have learnt in the lower standards, twinkle twinkle little star. So some stars twinkle but some stars do not twinkle. The sun and the moon are comparatively close to the Earth. Okay, so sun and moon are close, very close as compared to the other stars and other planets. Because they are close, we can see their round shapes clearly. We know that sun is round, the moon is round, we can see them. So we can see their round shapes clearly because they are comparatively close than the other stars and other planets. The sun, the moon, the stars, the planet, etc. are all known as heavenly bodies. We call all of them heavenly bodies. Okay, so let us see what do we mean by stars. Stars, the heavenly bodies that twinkle, are called stars. Stars have their own light. Okay, can you see in the first picture there are many stars twinkling in the night sky. So the stars have their own light and that's why they twinkle. The sun is a star. It is closer to us than any other star. Hence, it appears big and brilliant. So, can you see the sun? And sun is very close as compared to other stars, to us, to the earth, and that's why it appears very big. We think that it is very big, but it is not like that. There are some other stars also in the sky which are very big, but they are far away from us. That's why we cannot see their shape and we think that they are very small. But as the sun is very close to us, to the earth, and that's why it appears very big and brilliant. Brilliant means very bright. In its bright light during the day, we cannot see other stars. Stars are present during the day also in the sky, but because of the bright light of the sun, we cannot see the other stars. Now let us see the meaning of planets. Planets, the heavenly bodies that do not twinkle, are called planets. Can you see in the picture below? We can see many planets there and they do not twinkle, and that's why they are called planets. So this is the big difference between the stars and the planets. Stars twinkle and planets do not twinkle because planets do not have light of their own. They get light from stars. Understood, children? Because the planets get light from stars, they don't have their own light and they do not twinkle. That is the difference between planet and stars. Stars have their own light and that's why they twinkle. Planets revolve around a star even as they rotate around themselves. So planets revolve around star and they rotate around themselves. As you can see a photograph of Earth taken from man-made satellite. Our Earth is a planet. It revolves around a star. Around which star our planet Earth revolves? Our Earth revolves around the sun, and the planet Earth rotate around itself also. हो ना, सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे ना. आपली अर्थ आहे, आपली पृथ्वी आहे, ती स्वतःभोवती सुद्धा फिरते आणि सूर्याभोवती सुद्धा फिरते. सो प्लॅनेट्स रिव्हॉल्व अराउंड द स्टार अँड रोटेट अराउंड देमसेल्फ. Now let's see the solar system. Can you see the beautiful picture of solar system? There is the sun, and around that sun many planets are revolving around the sun, and we can see the asteroids and other heavenly bodies which are revolving around the sun. So let us study about our solar system. Our Earth is a planet. It gets light from the sun. It moves around the sun. Its movement around the sun is called revolution of the earth. So what is the revolution of the earth? The movement of the earth around the sun is called the revolution of the earth. Beside earth, there are 7 other planets that revolve around the sun. Which are those 7 planets? They are Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These are the 7 planets which revolve around the sun along with earth. Every planet in the solar system revolve around the sun along a specific path. This path is known as planet's orbit. You all can see planet's orbit. They are shown by drawing a circle. Can you see many circles are there? These circles are orbit. These circles are the path. Along that path, the planets revolve around the sun. So this path is known as the orbit of that planet. The sun, which is a star, and the planets that revolve around it are together called the solar system. Beside planets, the solar system also includes various other heavenly bodies. So what is there in our solar system? The sun is there, then the planets are there, and other heavenly bodies are also there in our solar system. So children, we have seen there are many other heavenly bodies besides planets in our solar system. So which are those heavenly bodies? Let us see. Satellites. First heavenly bodies are satellites. Some heavenly bodies revolve around planet. These are called satellites. Satellites too get their light from the sun. We see the moon at night. It revolves around the earth. Hence it is called satellite of the earth. You can see in the picture of solar system with earth, moon is also present, and this moon revolves around the earth also, and it revolves around the sun also along with the earth. So that's why the moon is called satellite of the earth. तुम्हाला इथे पिक्चरमध्ये दिसत असेल सोलार सिस्टीमच्या अर्थसोबत तिथे छोटासा मून पण दिसतो आहे. हा मून अर्थच्या भोवतीसुद्धा फिरतो आणि अर्थभोवती फिरत असताना तो सूर्याभोवतीसुद्धा सनभोवतीसुद्धा फिरत असतो. सो तो एकाच वेळेला अर्थच्या भोवती आणि सूर्याभोवती फिरतो आणि म्हणून मूनला अर्थचा सॅटेलाइट म्हणतात. ओके. Most of the planets in the solar system have satellites. आपल्या सोलर सिस्टीममध्ये असे भरपूर प्लॅनेट्स आहे, त्यांना त्यांचे सॅटेलाईट आहे. जसं अर्थचा सॅटेलाईट मून आहे, तसं अदर प्लॅनेट्सलासुद्धा सॅटेलाईट्स आहेत. द प्लॅनेट रिव्हॉल्व अराउंड द सन अलॉंग विथ देअर सॅटेलाईट. This on left hand side we can see the picture of the moon as seen on the full moon night. Full moon night पौर्णिमेच्या दिवशी आपल्याला असा मून दिसतो. The next type of heavenly bodies are dwarf planets. There are smaller heavenly bodies that revolve around the sun. They are called dwarf planets. They are very small as compared to the planets. We have seen 7 planets along with the earth. So total there are 8 planets in our solar system, but there are dwarf planets also. They are very small as compared to the planets. So they are called dwarf planets. Of these, the most well-known dwarf planets is Pluto. We know it. We know this name, Pluto. So dwarf planets revolve independently around the sun. They have an orbit of their own. They also move around the sun along with their own path, and they have their own orbit. Their path is known as orbit. We have seen it. Now let us see the next heavenly body. They are asteroids. Between the planets Mars and Jupiter, there is a band of numerous small heavenly bodies. They are called asteroids. Asteroids also revolve around the sun. Can you see how the asteroids are revolving? Compared to the sun, other heavenly bodies in the solar system are much smaller. The moon is closest to the earth. That is why it appears to be so big, although it is actually very small, very much smaller than the sun. Moon is very small as compared to the sun, but because moon is very close to the earth, we think that the moon and the sun are of the same size, but it is wrong. They are not of the same size. मून खूप छोटा आहे ॲज कम्पेअर्ड टू सन, पण मून आपल्या अर्थच्या खूप क्लोज आहे, खूप जवळ आहे. त्यामुळे आपल्याला मूनसुद्धा मोठा वाटतो. A diagram of solar system is given below. In it, you see the sun in the center, the heavenly bodies that revolve around it and their orbits, the planets, satellites, dwarf planets, asteroids are all parts of the solar system. So let us observe the solar system once again. The picture of solar system we will observe. We can see there are heavenly bodies and they are revolving around the sun in their own orbit. So there are planets, big planets which can be seen, which can be observed. There are dwarf planets also. There are asteroids also. Can you see the band of asteroid after this Mars? Okay, so all these planets, the sun, the asteroids, the dwarf planets are known as heavenly bodies. So children, look at the picture carefully from your textbook and write the answers to these questions. First question is, which planet is nearest to the sun? When we observe the picture carefully, which planet we can see nearest to the sun? It is Mercury. So answer of first question is Mercury. Now next is, at what position is the earth from the sun? When you count the earth from the sun, it is at the 3rd position. We can see the earth is at 3rd position. Which planet is placed between the earth and Mercury? Which planet is there between the earth and the Mercury? The planet Venus is there between the earth and Mercury. So observe the picture carefully and write the answers. Now let us see the 4th question. Name the planet beyond the orbit of Mars in serial order. Beyond Mars, which planets are there? We can see Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and rock planet. You just observe here. You will see Jupiter is there, Saturn is there, Uranus is there, Neptune is there and rock planet Pluto is there. Okay, so write all these names for the answer of 4th question. Question number 5th is, which planet is the furthest from the sun? विच इज व्हेरी फार अवे फ्रॉम द सन. सनपासून एकदम दूरचा प्लॅनेट कुठला आहे? सो दॅट प्लॅनेट इज प्लॅनेट. विच प्लॅनेट इज देअर फारदेस्ट फ्रॉम द सन? Planet Neptune is the planet which is the farthest from the sun. So in this way we have to write the answers of these questions. Now let us see the next topic of our lesson, gravity. What is gravity? All heavenly bodies exert a force of attraction or a pull on one another. This force is called force of gravity. We have seen many heavenly bodies. So all these heavenly bodies exert a force of attraction or pull on one another. सगळ्या बॉडीज, हेवनली बॉडीज ज्या आहेत, प्लॅनेट्स असतात, ॲस्टेरॉइड्स असतात, ड्रॉप प्लॅनेट्स असतात. सो ऑल दिस हेवनली बॉडीज अट्रॅक्शन फोर्स एकमेकांवर एक्झर्ट करत असतात. सो दॅट फोर्स इज कॉल्ड फोर्स ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी. The sun exerts a gravitational pull on all planets, whereas the tendency of planets is to move away from the sun. Are you understanding? Sun जो आहे तो सगळ्या प्लॅनेटवर त्याचा ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स एक्झर्ट करत असतो. पण सगळे प्लॅनेट काय करतात? सन काय करत असतो? सगळ्या प्लॅनेट्सवर फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शन टाकत असतो. सगळ्या प्लॅनेट्सला स्वतःकडे अट्रॅक्ट करण्याचा फोर्स एक्झर्ट करत असतो. पण सगळे प्लॅनेट्स काय करत असतात? त्याच्यापासून मूव्ह अवे, लांब जाण्याचा फोर्स त्याच्यावर एक्झर्ट करत असतात. सो दिस बोथ द फोर्स आर इन द अपोजिट डायरेक्शन टू इच अदर. एकमेकांच्या अपोजिट असतो. सन स्वतःचा फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शन एक्झर्ट करतो आणि प्लॅनेट्स स्वतःला त्या फोर्स ऑफ अट्रॅक्शनपासून दूर घेऊन जाण्याचा प्रयत्न करतात. सो the sun exerts a gravitational pull on all planets, whereas the tendency of planet is to move away from the sun. As a result of these two forces, a planet keeps revolving around the sun at a fixed distance in a fixed orbit. मग त्याचा रिझल्ट काय होतो? दोन्ही सन आणि प्लॅनेट एकमेकांवर जो फोर्स ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी एक्झर्ट करत असतात, त्यामुळे सगळे प्लॅनेट एका फिक्स ऑर्बिटमध्ये फिक्स डिस्टन्सनी त्या सनच्या भोवती रिव्हॉल्व करतात. In the same way, satellites revolve around their planets. Okay, so let us see few questions are there. In which direction do these things fall? Leaves, flowers, fruits from the tree. Where do they fall? They fall in the downward direction towards the earth. Rock that come loose from a hillside. Hillside वरून, छोट्याशा डोंगरांवरून, पर्वतांवरून जे रॉक खाली पडतात ते कुठे पडतात? खालीच पडतात ना, पृथ्वीकडेच येतात. रेन फॉलिंग फ्रॉम द स्काय. रेन फॉलिंग फ्रॉम द स्काय, इट ऑल्सो pour डाऊन ऑन द अर्थ. इट फॉल्स डाऊन ऑन द अर्थ. सो ड्यू टू द अर्थ's gravity, all things on the earth remain on it. Even if we throw something upward with great force, it finally falls down to the ground. काहीही तुम्ही कितीही फोर्सनी वरती आकाशाकडे जोरात थ्रो केलं तरी सुद्धा काय होतं? ती वस्तू हळूहळू थोड्या वेळाने पृथ्वीवरच येऊन पडते. वाय? इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ अर्थ्स ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स. देअर इज न्यू वर्ड इन दिस इयर. what is that new word? Space. The emptiness between and beyond the stars and planets, it is called space or outer space. So there is emptiness between and beyond the stars and planets. Stars आणि प्लॅनेट्सच्या मध्ये एम्प्टीनेस आहे, एम्प्टी स्पेस आहे, तिथे काहीच नाही आहे. नथिंग इज देअर. एअर इज नॉट देअर, ॲटमॉस्फिअर इज नॉट देअर, नथिंग इज देअर. स्पेस आहे, एम्प्टी आहे सगळं. दॅट एम्प्टीनेस इज कॉल्ड स्पेस. People have always been curious about the heavenly bodies in the sky. They have always wanted to reach them. However, to send some object from the earth into space, it must be given power against the force of gravity. Rocket technology or space technology is used for this purpose. So, खूप लोकांना सायंटिस्ट असतात, त्यांना क्युरिओसिटी असते या हेवनली बॉडीजबद्दल जाणून घेण्यासाठी एक उत्सुकता असते आणि म्हणून काय करतात? दे वॉन्टेड टू रीच देम. त्यांना तिथपर्यंत पोहोचायचं असतं. सो असं तर आपण जाऊ शकत नाही. मग कसं जातात? ते तिथे हेवनली बॉडीजपर्यंत ऑब्जेक्ट पोहोचवतात अँड दोज ऑब्जेक्ट्स आर सेंड थ्रू रॉकेट. पण ते रॉकेट तिथपर्यंत जायला काय असायला हवं असतं? खूप ग्रेट पॉवर, खूप जास्त पॉवर असावी लागते आणि ती पॉवर फोर्स ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी जी आहे अर्थची त्याच्या विरुद्ध दिशेने कार्य करते. सो लेट अस सी व्हॉट इज द रॉकेट टेक्नॉलॉजी. रॉकेट तुम्हाला सगळ्यांनाच माहिती आहे मुलांनो. वन ऑफ द दिवाली फायर क्रॅकर्स इज कॉल्ड अ रॉकेट. इट इज पॅक्ड विथ एक्सप्लोजिव्ह सबस्टॅन्सेस. द एक्सप्लोजिव्ह burn rapidly and produce a lot of energy. The design of the rocket is such that the firecracker is pushed in a certain direction at a great speed. So त्याच्यामध्ये एक्सप्लोजिव्स असतात, केमिकल्स असतात, ते इतक्या रॅपिडली बर्न होतात त्याच्यामुळे लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस होते आणि ते एनर्जी अगेन्स्ट द ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ अर्थ वर्क करते आणि सो दॅट द रॉकेट पुश टुवर्ड्स द स्काय अगेन्स्ट द फोर्स ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ द अर्थ, त्याच्या विरुद्ध दिशेने काम करते. Very powerful rockets are used to send the spacecraft into space. Can you see the rocket space launching using a rocket? आपल्याला इथे दिसते किती जास्त प्रमाणात एनर्जी त्याच्या रॉकेटमधनं बाहेर पडताना दिसते आहे आणि ती एनर्जी रॉकेटला ग्रॅव्हिटी जी आहे अर्थच्या ग्रॅव्हिटीच्या विरुद्ध दिशेने वरती उडण्यास मदत करते. सो very powerful rockets are used to send spacecraft into space. A tremendous quantity of fuel is burnt in rocket so that spacecraft weighing thousands of tons can be launched into space. ओके, त्याच्यामध्ये फ्यूल यूज करतात, इंधन त्याला आपण म्हणतो. सो ते फ्यूल बर्न होतं आणि ज्या स्पेसक्राफ्टचं वजन 1000 ऑफ टन्स असतं तो स्पेसमध्ये लॉन्च होण्यास मदत होतं. In the 20th century, a few countries of the world developed space technology and sent hundreds of spacecraft into the space. Our country is also well known for the development of its space launch technology. Some spacecraft remain in space. Some are brought back to the Earth, while some land on other planets or satellites. In some missions, scientists also travel in spacecraft. They are called astronauts. So some spacecraft remain in space. काही स्पेसमध्येच राहतात, काही आपण परत त्याला अर्थवर बोलावून घेतो आणि काही स्पेसक्राफ्ट अदर प्लॅनेट्सवर अदर सॅटेलाईट्सवर तिथे त्यांना लॉन्च करण्यात येतं. आणि काही वेळेला त्या स्पेसक्राफ्टमध्ये सायंटिस्टसुद्धा ट्रॅव्हल करतात. त्या सायंटिस्टना आपण काय म्हणतो? ॲस्ट्रॉनॉट्स. दे आर नोन ॲज ॲस्ट्रॉनॉट. डू यू नो द नेम ऑफ वन ऑफ द फेमस इंडियन ॲस्ट्रॉनॉट? लेट अस नो अबाउट हिम. Do you know Indian astronaut Rakesh Sharma became the first Indian astronaut to go into space in 1984. So he went into space in 1984. He spent 8 days in a space station for the joint mission of ISRO and Soviet Intercosmos. Soviet Intercosmos आणि इस्रोचं जॉईंट मिशन होतं ज्याच्यामध्ये सोव्हिएट युनियनचे काही सायंटिस्ट आणि आपल्या इंडियाचे सायंटिस्ट ज्यांचं नाव होतं राकेश शर्मा ते स्पेसमध्ये गेले होते. सीइंग इंडिया फ्रॉम स्पेस ही सेड दॅट इट लुक्ड सारे जहाँ से अच्छा. द देन प्राईम मिनिस्टर मिसेस इंदिरा गांधी आस्क हिम. त्यांना इंदिरा गांधींनी विचारलं की आपला इंडिया तुम्हाला स्पेसमधून कसा दिसतो आहे? त्यांनी काय उत्तर दिलं? सारे जहाँ से अच्छा. संपूर्ण जगापेक्षा आपला इंडिया खूप छान दिसतो आहे, खूप सुंदर दिसतो आहे. सो दिस इज द हिस्ट्री अबाउट आवर स्पेस लॉन्च टेक्नॉलॉजी in which in 1984 our Indian scientist Rakesh Sharma went into the space. Find more about the work of Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams, astronauts of Indian origin. You all must be knowing the names of these two lady astronauts from Indian origin. They also went into the space and you have to find more information about these two lady astronauts. So let us study about man-made satellite. Man-made satellites provide useful information for agriculture, environment, weather forecasting, making maps and searching for water and mineral wealth on the earth. So for this man-made satellites are made. They are also used for telecommunication. They are put into the orbit of earth. They can remain in the space for many years. So these space satellites which are launched into space are useful for all these purposes, and they are used for telecommunication also. What is telecommunication? We live in one place and we can communicate with the people who are living on the other place, on the other side of the world easily. This is possible due to telecommunication. India's space missions. On 22nd October 2008, the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO. So what is the full form of ISRO? ISRO. Full form of this ISRO word is Indian Space Research Organization. So this ISRO launched a spacecraft to the moon in 22nd October 2008, and this spacecraft mission is known as Chandrayaan-1 because it is launched at the moon, and that's why it is known as Chandrayaan-1. Mangalyaan is another important Indian space mission. It is known as MOM or Mars Orbit Mission. It was launched on 5th November 2013. It got established in an orbit around the planet of Mars on 24th September 2014. So 5th November 2013 ला हा स्पेसक्राफ्ट टुवर्ड्स मार्सच्या दिशेने पाठवला आणि तो त्या ऑर्बिटमध्ये कधी स्थिरावला 24th September 2014. So near about 1 year it took for got established in an orbit around the Mars. ISRO achieved this feat in its first attempt. Both these missions are unmanned. ही जी उपलब्धता इस्रोला मिळाली, मंगलयान हा मंगलयान जो आहे मंगळ ग्रहाच्या दिशेने पाठवला गेला आणि त्याच्या ऑर्बिटमध्ये तो स्थिरावला, हे आपण इंडियानी फर्स्ट अटेम्प्टमध्येच आपण यश मिळवलं, आपल्याला सक्सेस मिळाला. तुम्ही काही जणांनी मिशन मंगल हा मूवी बघितला असेल, हिंदी मूवी. त्या मूवीमध्ये तुम्हाला बघूनच कळतं की आपल्या इंडियाने किती मोठं यश संपादन केलं त्यावेळेला. आपल्या वर्ल्डमध्ये कोणीच मंगळाच्या दिशेने मंगळाच्या ऑर्बिटवर स्पेस क्राफ्ट पाठवू शकले नाही, पण इंडिया हॅज अचीव्ड धिस फीट इन इट्स फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट ओनली. सो इस्रो अँड बोथ दिस मिशन मंगलयान अँड चंद्रयान वॉज अनमॅन्ड. त्याच्यामध्ये माणूस नव्हता कोणी, अनमॅन्ड मिशन होते ते. दॅट इज देअर वेअर नो पीपल ऑन बोर्ड in this spacecraft. The objective of the mission is deeper study of moon and Mars. What is the objective of this both the mission? The scientists wanted to study the deeper study they wanted to do of moon and Mars. So we can see the photograph of the region around India taken by Mangalyaan. मंगलयान मधून इंडियाच्या आजूबाजूचे फोटोग्राफ्स त्यांनी काढलेले दिसत आहेत. So these are the mission of India's space mission which we have studied here. So children, always remember, space scientists have not yet been able to find single other planet which has life on it. Okay, understood? आतापर्यंत संपूर्ण वर्ल्डमध्ये जेवढे स्पेस सायंटिस्ट आहे, कोणालाच यश आलेलं नाही असा प्लॅनेट शोधून काढायला ज्या प्लॅनेटमध्ये लाईफ आहे. लाईफ म्हणजे वॉटर असेल, छोटे ॲनिमल्स, प्लांट असतील, असं कुठेच नाही आहे एक्सेप्ट अर्थ. आपल्या अर्थवरच लाईफ आहे. अर्थवरच वी कॅन सी वॉटर अँड लाईफ अँड सो मेनी थिंग्स, लाईव्हलीनेस ऑन अर्थ, अँड देअरफॉर आवर अर्थ इज अन इनव्हॅल्युएबल प्लॅनेट. The degradation of its environment for any reason will be the threat to the existence of the life itself. जर आपण ह्याच्या एन्व्हायरमेंटला कुठला धोका, कुठला नुकसान पोहोचवलं तर ते इथलं लाईफ जे आहे त्याच्या एक्झिस्टन्सलासुद्धा धोका होऊ शकतो. अँड देअरफॉर आपल्याला आपल्या अर्थची खूप काळजी घ्यायची आहे. So what we have learnt in this lesson, the sun is a star. All the other bodies in the solar system get light from the sun. The sun and the planets, their satellites, dwarf planets and asteroids that revolve around the sun are together called the solar system. Things on earth remain on it due to the force of gravity. To travel in space, the Earth's gravitational force has to be overcome, and rocket technology helps us to do that. So in this way, this lesson is over.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.